what do you think of Kamala's relation with the Arab world in general?
An improvement in the lives of all American families, particularly the middle class. Good.
Okay, and what are the crucial issues that she put forward?
Is asking for an end of the suffering of the Palestinian people.
Good day, everyone. My name is Muhammad Ihsan, and I'm delighted to be here today with Professor Naser Tahboub from the University of Jordan School of International Studies. So, Professor, what do you think of the recent Democratic National Convention?
Yeah, the Democratic Convention held in Chicago just was concluded.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the many scholars and academics and observers, political observers, think that it was a great success.
Mm-hmm.
The Democrats were able to put together a very significant and very impressive convention. And as you know, the convention is basically bringing in delegates from all over the United States,
mm-hmm.
and to bring them to Chicago, where they would nominate their candidate for the Democratic Party, ultimately to go to the U.S. election on November 15th to be elected, whether it is a Democrat or a Republican, hoping that the person they would elect will ultimately win the election in November.
Yes.
So this convention was very successful. The Democrats were able to attract some very big names, former President, Bill Clinton and his wife, Hillary Clinton.
Most of
Professor Obama.
Most of the influential figures attend, right?
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Oh, some very big names, attended. It's just not any names, Michelle Obama gave an incredible speech. Her husband, Barack Obama, he spoke to the American people, and, he's a very popular person. And, the representation was really outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
It cut across, colors, it cut across value system, ideologies, and so forth. And, this Kamala Davis did an excellent job because, she focused upon an important issue that is so important at this time in U.S. history, which is that she is running on behalf of all Americans, not just Democrats, blacks, Hispanics,
mm-hmm.
or Republicans, all Americans without exception, which is really important. And, with an objective to make sure that all Americans have got the right to vote,
mm-hmm.
and the peaceful transfer of power.
Okay.
Because this is really significant since we have witnessed the dramatic events that took place on January 1st. So she's saying the transfer of power is so important, and I am coming here to serve all of you Americans in a number of areas, in so many issues that are important to Americans. Go ahead.
Okay. And what are the crucial issues that she put forward?
Yes, you see, the issue is that the United States of America has been witnessing, social troubles.
Mm-hmm.
And, the cleavages that have taken place in the last year or so has been significant. And she would like to see an improvement in the lives of all American families, particularly the middle class. She would want to make sure that all Americans have access to health care, to education, to Social Security. Americans are covered and could have access to medication for a nominal fee, and so that no one whatsoever in the United States would have to suffer without medication like insulin.
Mm-hmm.
Make that available. So for her, an opportunity for all Americans to have a home, a decent home. Prices of home in the last year have gone up almost about 30%. Provide you with a job, health care, and to have an education, freedom to choose your partner, to get a good job, decent job, put food on the table and for their family, for all Americans without exception.
So did Kamala select a candidate as a vice president, Doctor, during the DNC?
Yes, indeed. She selected Tim Walz, who's the current governor of Minnesota.
Yes.
And by the way, this governor, seems to be very, very popular in the state of Minnesota, and his policies in terms of social welfare,
mm-hmm.
services for the citizens, for the residents of Minnesota has been tremendous.
All right.
His contribution to the development, the economy, creating jobs is outstanding. He is, a man of caliber, respected, articulate, and spoke with passion at this conference, at the convention, in support of, Kamala's programs, economic programs, social programs, and so forth, and was very, very well received. His remarks were very received, and it was seen and reflected in the media and in the polls.
And so, Professor, for the last question, what do you think of Kamala's relation with the Arab world in general?
Oh, I'm an optimist. I think she comes in with a fresh look. If we, look at the convention and her speech at the convention, she was very clear in her demand for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza today, with no compromise.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but she is asking for an end of the suffering of the Palestinian people, and she was very sympathetic to the Palestinian people in Gaza. She would like them to be free, provide health care, and for the well-being of the Palestinian people. This is remarkable because we're talking about a democratic convention. She's making room to address the issue of the Palestinians. But furthermore, I think that considering her education experience, her service to communities around the United States and those who are also underprivileged, I am very optimistic that in terms of her relations, the United States relations with the Arab world, that bilateral relations will improve with the United States, that there could be bridges that she could open between the people of the region and people of the United States.
Okay.
And let's hope so.
Yes. Okay, Professor, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir.